Last session, what we did is, when I run the form, when I run the screen, what will happen is we have displayed a drop down. This can be a drop down, this can be option button also. First, let us start with the drop down. So when I select Pune and here on this gallery, it should display only the production ID concerned with Pune. If I select Noida, it should show me only the details of Noida. If I select Chennai, it should show only the details of Chennai. Drop down. Can I make it as a text box? Can I make it as an option button? Yes, we'll do it in another few minutes. Now I'll come out of this screen. Now let me select this gallery. Now what this gallery should do is, based on whatever I selected, based on the plant location which I am selecting, it should get filtered here. It should get filtered. So let me find out what is the name of this drop down. So I click on this. Name of this drop down is drop down 2. Name of this drop down is drop down 2. You can type it. You can type it, or you can copy and paste it also. You know how to copy and paste. So I think the name of this drop down is drop down 1. Let me select this gallery now. Select the gallery and verify whether on the top we are getting something like items. Yes, it should be an items. And here it says production output, that all the data from production output, which I don't want. I want the data based on the selection. Whatever I selected here in this drop down 2, only that plant location to be displayed here. So let me select the gallery. Instead of items, I remove this item. I delete this item here. Let us use the word called as, I click here, filter. Let us use the function called as filter, open bracket, filter, open bracket. What is the table name? I think the table name is prod output. So let us say prod, keyboard is a problem. So the table name is prod output. That's a table name, comma. So filter, open bracket, the table name, comma, plant location. Plant location is the field name. Select the plant location. Should be equal to what? The drop down. So drop down 2. Name of this is drop down 2. Dot. You tell me what can I do now? Dot. Selected. Dot value. It should be drop down dot selected. The plant location. I want to filter the entire table wherever the plant location is equal to the drop down, which I am selecting in the drop down. If I am selecting Pune, it should show me only the details of Pune. If I select Chennai, it should show the details of Chennai. Close bracket. Yes. Now let me run the form and I check it. My heading due to my keyboard, I think heading has changed here. I will modify it later. Now let us run the form. Yes. Pune, only details of Pune. So if I select Noida, yes, on the bottom it shows only the details of Noida. And I click on this particular ID from Noida, it shows only the details of this ID here. So instead of Noida, I select Chennai. On the bottom, it shows only the name of Chennai here. So based on whatever I select in the drop down, only that is displayed here on the bottom. Okay, so let me show the coding. Select this gallery, filter, that's a filter, open bracket, table name, column name is equal to this drop down. Okay, 1 minute, I'll change the title of this. And I'll show you the formula one more. Okay. Yes. So this is our formula. So based on whatever you select on the drop down, shows it on here. Done? First is the table. Right. So not a very long coding, this is a very simple codings, but if you are not practicing, as I told, simple things will forget it very easily, so you have to practice it. Now, here, the values are very small, we have only 3 plants. Suppose if we have multiple plants or multiple locations, suppose based on the mission code I want to display, mission code is more, hundreds of mission code. I think always this drop down is better. Suppose I have only 3 items. Assume I have only 3 items. I can select any one of the 3 items. Then, instead of this drop down, you can go for a checkbox or option button or a radio button. Go to the insert again. Go to the insert again. When I go to the insert, when I scroll down on the input, there is an option available called as radio. The radio button. Similar to a checkbox or option button. Radio. When the option is very lesser, I think we can go for a radio. If the option is more, always as I indicated, the drop down is better. But here I have only 3 plants. I think radio will work. So let us try that. I'll go to insert. Under insert, checkboxes, multi-items can be selected. Radio, only 1 items can be selected at a time. So click on this radio. Yes. The radio button is inserted here. Somewhere else here I have inserted the radio button. Now it says item 1, 2. Could you tell me how can I display the location IDs here? I want the location Pune, Chennai, Noida has to be displayed here in this. How do we do it? Remove the radio sample. Then, sorry. I'll remove this. Then we'll go for distinct, open bracket, source. What is the source name? The table name. The table name is production output. That's my table name, comma. And which field do you want it? I want the production plant location. Close bracket. Yes. That's all. Very simple. You can see on a checkbox, or on an option button, only that plant names are displayed. It can be an option button, it can be a checkbox also. So this is an option button. So we have inserted an option button. On the option button, on the items, just we have typed a small coding here. Distinct, table name, comma, which column you want to display. The column name is plant location. That's all. Let me run the form and check. I run the form. Yes. Now you can see I can select either Pune or I can select Noida, I can select Chennai. Okay, now I think you can try this. When I select the gallery, the filter product output plant location drop down to that selected value. Time being, I want to deactivate this coding. Timing temporarily I want to deactivate. I don't want to delete it. So future I may use this. I want to make this as a comment. I don't want to use it. Temporarily I want to hide this coding. So what I can do is, before the coding what you have written, use a backslash and a star. Come to the last, reverse. Star and a backslash. Star and a backslash. What it will do is, this will treat it as a comment. It will be treated as the comment. So your coding will ignore this. After, if you want the coding, you can get it back by removing that slash and asterisk. So slash and asterisk will be treated as the comment. It will be treated as the comment. Now what we will do is, I think you know what to be done. What is the name of this drop down, or what is the name of the checkbox? It's radio 1. I want you to try this. So instead of in this gallery, I made this option as a comment. The earlier one I made it as a comment. Now what I want to do is, I want you to write a small function. When I select Noida on the radio button, only the Noida details to be displayed. When I select Chennai, only the Chennai details to be displayed. When I select Pune, the Pune display data to be displayed. Maybe I think you can try. That's very simple. You can try. You can do it. That's very simple. So on the gallery, it should display only the plant location which I am selecting on this radio button. The name of the radio button is radio 1. Done? That's simple. Even you can copy the coding and change only one thing. That's all. Same coding you can copy and paste it, and you can change. Instead of the drop down 2, it should be radio. That's all. Done? Very good. Okay. Yes, I will. Instead of copying and pasting, I am redoing the coding so that when you write a coding more frequently, you will remember it. Filter, open bracket, the table name is prod output, comma, the column name is plant location, is equal to, the name of that button is radio 1 dot selected dot value. So whatever the value, I am selecting it from the radio button. So whatever the value, close the bracket. Yes. Same thing what I did it for the drop down. Only the name has changed. Instead of drop down 2, here we are used to that radio button. That's it. Now let us run and check this. I play this preview app. I select Pune. Yes. On the gallery, you are getting only the details of Pune. If I select Noida, you will get only the details of Noida. If I select Chennai, you are getting only the details of Chennai. So whatever I select on my drop down, on my radio button. Yes. Okay. Okay. So two screen we have created. One screen is for adding the production output. Second screen is for modifying. Let us give a name for the screen also. I collapse this and I go to the properties and I give a name. This screen is for modifying or editing. Edit prod output. This is for editing your production output. So we have two screens. One screen is for adding. Second screen is for modifying. I think whenever you design form or whenever you design any application, you have to do three things. One is, as I already told, one is for adding. Second one is for editing. Third one is for viewing. Viewing can be two methods. You can view as a table here, or you can create a chart, or you can create a report in Power BI and we can view the report here. Power BI report also can be viewed here. We'll see both. First, how to view the table in PowerApp itself. Let me insert a new screen. I will insert a new screen. So let us go to the new blank screen. New blank screen. I click on the blank screen now. New blank screen. So I have inserted a new blank screen, fresh new blank screen now. In this blank screen, as usual, I'll go to insert, text label, properties. So this is for production output viewing. Change the font size. Center alignment, bold. Okay. How to display? I want to display everything. I want to display the production name, production ID, plant names, and what is the material code, and what is the output, and who is the shift supervisor. I want to display everything in a table format. So let us go to insert. Go to insert. On the search box, DATA, data table. On an input, sorry, insert. Where is the data table display? You should get data table. Where is the data table?
Data is coming. Data table is coming.
There should be something data table. Wait. It's a preview. I don't know why it is there. Why it is that removed? They should not have removed it. Yesterday only I have created some data tables. Displaying in a form is okay. I want to display it in a table format. That's what I'm searching for. Not a new table. That should be something like a data table. 1 minute. Just a minute. Yes, you should get a table like this. Insert. Data table. On the insert, you should get something like a data table. I don't know why it's not displaying. Let me go back to my main screen. I have saved this and I am going back to the main screen. I'll go back to the main screen. I'm leaving the app and I'm going back to the main screen. Let me check whether it's saved. It's saved. I'm leaving back to the main screen. So I'm going back and come down again. So I'm going back to the main screen. Maybe when I go to the apps, click on the apps. Under the apps which you have created should be visible. There is an app which is visible here, and you can see the pencil symbol, like a pencil symbol, which is used for editing your app. So I'm going back to my main screen and I click on this app. So when I click on the app, this app, the button is for editing it. So I click on that edit. Skip this. Go to the screen 3. To insert. This database, we are not getting it. Same Power App, I'm using it here. I will insert a new screen, blank screen, insert. There is a data table available. Same Power App I'm using, and I'm inserting a data table. You can see the data table will get inserted here. Why the data table is missing in this data source? Let me try one more time. Below the layout, it's available actually. Below the layout. Below the layout, this data table is available, but I don't know why it is missing. Going back again, we'll try, otherwise maybe we'll try it later. I will refresh my screen. One more time I'm refreshing and I'm trying. I'll go to the pencil symbol here. Let's try once, otherwise we'll try it a few minutes later. We'll close the entire browser and we'll start later. I'm using the same browser, I'm opening the same Power App, but it's working, but I don't know why this new screen is not working. No. Okay. Anyone is getting it the same data table? No. I don't know why. What is the reason? I opened the same in some other window and I opened it and I am opening an app and I'm opening a new screen. I think this data table is available. It's very simple. Actually, the advantage of the data table, what I want you to explain here is I want to display the values in a table like this. In a table, the multiple table like this. So I want to display the values in a table. So what are all the tables available? I want to see the table here in the screen itself. That's what I am trying to do, but unfortunately I don't know why the data table is not displayed. We'll try it later. Maybe let us start in between the time. Maybe I'll see what is the problem. Maybe in the tea break we'll sort it out. So this maybe that the environment is not allowing.
Yes.
Maybe they would have given it a sample environment, but for me why it's showing? But training, I don't know whether you can change. Okay, but as he told, time being, he told to change it to default because I don't know what is the environment they have set it. Morning I told you maybe they would have given it as a trial version, so only the trial apps are available. That may be the reason, as he has told. Maybe for a time being, but that app is created in that environment, right? But how do I use this environment? Okay, we'll come to that later. Now I don't want to do that. We'll see the data table later. Maybe on your environment we'll see the data table. Now as of now, come back to the app. Now we'll see the Power BI's. Then data table I will explain it maybe later part. Later part we'll see the data table. I don't want to waste the time here. So let us go to edit. So I'll go to edit. Maybe viewing. Table viewing, we'll see it in another few minutes. Maybe after the break, we'll see that. Now, as of now, okay. So I opened that screen. As of now, let us see how to bring the Power BI report. Vice versa. We'll see how to bring the Power BI report in PowerApp, how to bring PowerApp in Power BI. We'll see both. First, how to bring the Power BI report here. So we are going to bring the Power BI report here. That's what we are going to do now. So let us see how to bring the Power BI report. So you can open any Power BI report. That Power BI report has to be published. I don't know whether you have published some report. So let me open that Power BI. app.powerbi.com. Just go to app.powerbi.com on your browser. On your browser, just go to app.powerbi.com. If you are already signed in, okay. If you are not signed in, please sign in. I think you should have signed in already. Okay. So go to log into Power BI, app.powerbi.com. So Power BI screen would have opened here. And let me open the workspace. Go to the workspace. I hope you should have created some Power BI report and you should have published some Power BI report. There should be some Power BI report which should have been published. There should be some report. I don't know. Let me take some report. Maybe I'll take your company report itself. Maybe DICV workspace. There is some workspace called as DICV. I think there is no report here. So let me open some other workspace. Yes. On the workspace, I have one report. I have opened a workspace. In this workspace, I have published this report. Maybe I'll open that report, some Power BI report. This report, I want it in my PowerApps. This report, I want it in my PowerApps. Okay. How can I get this report in PowerApps? Either you want the entire report in my PowerApps or you want only a particular table. You can decide both. Either you can want a particular table or you want the entire table. For example, I want this particular table. How can I get this table on my PowerApps? So first you have to pin this table. So let me select this chart. I select this chart. Assume this chart. This chart, I want it on my PowerApps, this chart. So select the chart. On the top, you can see there is an option available called as pin visuals. There is an option called as pin visuals. Click on pin visuals. Pin visuals. Click on that pin visuals. Open a Power BI, app.powerbi.com and go to a workspace. And open any report, the report which you have already published. Then pin it to an existing dashboard or a new dashboard. So let us go for new dashboard. And this dashboard name, let us say, this dashboard, I am going to create the dashboard for PowerApp screen. PowerApp screen. So this is for the PowerApp screen. So I want to bring it on my PowerApp screen. Pin. So let us click on pin. Okay, so I have created a pin, one report. I have pinned that report in my PowerApp, in my dashboard. Any report I have pinned it. Now let us go to Power Apps. That report I want to bring it here. Let us change this name. This is Power Output View. It's not a view. Let us make this as reports. Okay. So how can I bring the Power BI report here? So go to Insert again. Go to Insert. Under Insert, you can see the charts. Expand the charts. Below the charts, there are column chart, line chart, pie chart, Power BI tile. Power BI tile. So let me go to the Power BI tile. So I click on that Power BI tile. So when I click on the Power BI tile, I forgot that workspace name. Why my workspace name is Daimler workspace. I think I have selected the workspace called as Daimler. So that's my workspace name. So let me recap that workspace name. Workspace name is Daimler, I believe. Yes. So Daimler workspace, correct. Okay. So let me go to Power Apps. And what is my workspace name? My workspace name is Daimler. Dashboard. This is the dashboard which I have created just now. Power App screen. This is the dashboard I have created. Power App screen. Click on it. Tile and that report. The chart which we have created. The chart name is displayed here. Chart name is automatically created by Power BI itself. So click it. That's all. Now you will get the chart displayed here. Yes. So this is the chart which we got it from Power BI. So when I run the form, yes. If the user is having an access to this report, if they have the access to the report, they can see the report. How they can see the report is when I'm running the form, if I go there, the handover symbol, when I click it, your cursor will land into the form if they are having the access. The user is having the access. If you are given the rights for the user to access it, if they are part of your workspace, then they can see the report also. Then they can click and they can see the report. That report will be seen here. If they have the access, then they can see the entire report. So you have to get the form, publish the form, and run the form. That Power BI report will get displayed here. Okay, but this is one report. Can I get the entire screen? For example, I'll open this report. I want the entire screen on my Power Apps, not the particular one report. Entire screen, I want it. So go to that report. Open the report on the top file, edit, share, explore, subscribe, set alert, edit on the 3 dot. There is a 3 dot at the last, 3 dot. There we have an option, pin to dashboard. Pin to dashboard. So let us click on the 3 dot, pin to dashboard. Maybe a new dashboard. That's a separate dashboard. This dashboard, new dashboard. Maybe I'm giving Power App screen. I want to bring it into the Power App screen. Maybe I'll put it as 2. Power App screen 2. Power App screen 2. So or you can put it in the same existing dashboard also. No problem. You can put it on the same existing dashboard, and you can bring it as a separate one also. So let us say Power App screen 2, 1. Pin it. Pin live. You know how to bring it here. Go to Power App Studio. Insert. Go to that Power App Studio. Insert. Then go to the Power BI tiles. Click on that Power BI tiles. And once again the workspace. The workspace is my Daimler workspace. Dashboard. Given the same workspace. Yes. Daimler. It's taking some time. Let me refresh. Insert chart, Power BI tiles, workspace is Daimler workspace. Yeah, PowerApps screen 2, tile, and select the dashboard. Now you will get that entire overall total dashboard. Maybe it is taking some time. I refreshed it due to my Wi-Fi or something. It may take some time, few seconds. For me also it took some time and then I modified. Save it and refresh it once. Save and refresh it once if possible. Go to the dashboard, or you have the same unpin option. Click on. Select that. No need for going to there. Don't even go there. Insert. No, my report is you are created. I have created some scientific report. This is a published report or they have just even used it. I created any experience. You should have created some report, you should have published this. Okay. This is one way. We got a Power BI report here. Now let me rename the screen. I'll go to that right click and I click on editing that viewing table. We'll see at the last part. Since that environment is not accepting, we'll see it at the last part. This screen is for displaying the Power BI report. Power BI report. Finally, we'll see about the navigator and then we'll see about the table also. Okay. Now, I have created 3 screens. One screen is for entering, another screen is for editing, another screen is for Power BI report. Reverse. Let us open Power BI now. I'll open Microsoft Power BI. When I open Microsoft Power BI, I want to bring this Power App because sometimes I want to enter some data. You cannot enter any data in Power BI. Power BI is not used for entering a data. Power BI is used only for creating a report. I want to bring this Power App which we have created just now. This Power App, maybe I'll place the cursor on screen 1. You have to make a main screen, main menu that we'll do it later. This screen, I want to bring it in my Power BI. This screen, I want to bring it in my Power BI. So I have opened a Power BI, maybe the blank report. I opened a Power BI and I open a blank report. You can open your Power BIs. You can open a blank report on Power BI. Anyway, Power BI in-depth, it's a separate chapter. So now I opened a Power BI, empty Power BI, blank workbook. Here the table which you have used in our Power App. In our Power App, we used some table. The table is this production output. That table you have to get it here. That table you have to get it here. The Home tab, get data from Excel workbook. Home tab, get data, Excel workbook. It's on my OneDrive. It is available on my OneDrive. Power App, August 2026. Power App exercise. Open a plain Power BI. Open a plain document. Go to data. I think this we would have learned it in Power BI Basics, Power BI Advanced. So open any Power BI, blank report, data, and get that Power App exercise. That's my file name. And what is the table name? I think many tables are available. So we are going to bring that first table, prod output. That's a table which we have, based on this table only we have created that Power Apps. Select the table. Transforming, loading. Once again, that's a different chapter. So let me load it. So I'm loading the table in my Power BI. I'm loading the table in my Power BI. The table was loaded inside of my Power BI. MS Office Trainer on CROSFT. Okay. Right. Now go to Insert. After getting the table into your Power BI, go to Insert. Under Insert, when you go to Power BI now, Insert, Power Apps. Insert, Power Apps. So I opened up Power BI and I loaded that report, report which we have connected in my Power Apps. That report I have loaded it here. It's not required same report. You can upload some other file also. Better to upload the same file. So click on Power Apps now. I click on this Power Apps and increase the height and width of this Power Apps. Just for my time being, I am increasing the height and width of this Power Apps. Then on the right hand side, the product output, this is the table which we have imported the table. Any one of the column, it's not required you have to take a particular column. Any one of the column from this table, drag it. On the right side, it says Power Apps data. It is asking for the Power App data here. Maybe let us take the production ID better because that's production ID is unique on my table. That's why I'm taking production ID. Drag the production ID and drop it to the Power Apps data. So drop it to the Power Apps data. Then it will ask for that Power Apps table. Sorry, I will choose the app. You have to select that app. Wait a minute. I don't know. My Power App is signed out. So Office Trainer dot. It will ask for which app and you have to select that apps. Choose the app. Click on Choose App. It's taking some time. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm giving the same ID. One minute. MS Office Trainer on Microsoft.com. I'm using the same ID. I don't know why I'm getting the error. Just wait, it's logging in. Yes. Let me redo it again. I'll delete this. Insert Power Apps. I click on Power Apps and drag any one of the column to this Power App data. Now it will ask you to choose the app. The environment, I will change the environment. So it's asking for the environment. Which environment? Two environments. On the top you can see the environment, which are all the environments. So let me select this environment. This is the environment where I have created that app. Select that environment. Choose app. On the top, you can see on the top there is a arrow mark here. I'll go. and select that application. This is the application which we have created just now. Select the application name, add. Yes, it's taking some time. Yeah, it's getting loaded here. So you can go to Power App now, or you can skip it and you can see the screen. That Power App screen, you can see it in your Power BI. The first screen, the landing screen, first screen. Can I make some other screen as my landing screen? Yes, we can do that. We'll see it in the later part. Our first screen will be available here. So this is the screen which we have created. In the morning, we have created this. So submit, even if I click on submit, it will get submitted. You can add the data, you can get submitted here. Yes. The top you will have it. I told you to drag that column here. Extend the visualization. I told you to drag some column here. Drag some column and put it into the data. You searching for it. Then you select that environment. Then choose which is your environment. Then you choose push. And select that. I selected the environment. Choose that.
What is the PowerApps taking from
Go to help. Older stores. Every month you will get another. That's all.
how the
ID. Because that I told you to change it as fixed in the month. Fixed monitoring, then no, he's using the older 2024. Publish you will get it on the repository. It's not publish it, you will get it. This Power BI also to be done. Both. Power BI has to publish, app also has to publish. This Power BI. Not pulling any one of the data. After publishing, that published app will come over here. We'll see that how to bring the published app. Okay. The table is pending. The table, as I told, indicated, we will see after the break. Now, as of now, we'll see a small navigation screen. Navigation. So come to Power App. We have seen how to bring a Power BI to Power App and Power App in Power BI. Tomorrow maybe we are going to link everything. Maybe Power Automate, everything. Excel to Power App to Power Automate to Power BI, and we are going to link so many tomorrow. That is in Power App training. Outlook, mailing, everything will be automated in Power Automate. But here, this report, I want to publish this report. Before publishing the report, maybe I want to make a main screen now, main screen. So I don't want my user to go screen by screen. I want to make a main screen. You can design other part, you try. Designing another part, you try. So let me insert a screen first. I'll click on the new screen as usual. Click on the new screen. Blank. I click on the new screen and I click on the blank screen. In the screen, title, other things. Let me put a simple title here. Insert text label. And I'll increase the height and width of the label. The text is, this is my main menu. And the font size, center and underline bold. Yes. Now, we are going to create some buttons, or you can put a picture, or you can put an icon, whatever you want, that's your wish. So let me put a button now. Insert, button. I'll put a button. Or you can insert a picture, you can insert icons. If you go to insert, there are some icons also available. You can addition, there is an icon. Deletion, there is an icon. Viewing, there is an icon. There are so many icons available. You can use any one of the icon also. For example, let me put this add icon. So I click on the add icon here. Button or icon, I have inserted an icon. Or you can insert a button. Both are same. Insert button. So this is the button. I want to give some text inside it. When I click on the button, it should open the production output entry, that is adding. So I typed something in the button. I increase the height and width. Yes. If I click on the button, it should go back to that screen and show me that screen. When I run the form, when I click on the button, it should go to that screen and it should show that screen. It should navigate to that screen. So when I click on the button, it should navigate that screen. Okay. So let me select this button and go to on select. Go to on select. Yes. Font size is available. This font size. Maybe here. This should be here. It's on the bottom. You can see it's 15. Font weight. Bold. Okay, selected this. On select false. It's not false. Let us remove the false. Navigate. Navigate. Select the button. Go to on select. There should be on select on the top. Navigate. There is something called as navigate. Click on that navigate. Open bracket. The screen name. The screen production screen add prod in output. That's my screen name. Add prod output is my screen name. So navigate to that screen. Close bracket. Close bracket. That's it. On this add prod output screen. Not only add prod output screen, all the three screens, all the multi-screen, you had to add one more also, that is insert, maybe the back button, the back arrow. This back arrow I am inserting in this some other screen here. In that add screen, I am inserting that icon back button. Navigate. Even you can copy and paste this also. Navigate to the screen 1, the new screen. That's my main screen. Screen 1 is my main screen. So two things we did it. I inserted a new screen. On the new screen, we have inserted a button. On this button, I clicked on the button. Navigate to which screen, that screen name. And I gone to that screen, original screen name, the add screen. And I have added a back button here. Navigate to the screen 1. It should go back to that screen 1. Let me place the cursor on this screen 1 which we have created just now. I place the cursor on the screen 1. Play. I am clicking on play. Now the production output add. When I click this, yes, it opens that production output screen here. That screen is opened. Click on the back button, it comes back to my main screen. So you have to create a menu, background, formatting, you can put a picture, that's all your own creativity. Let us go to the add production screen, this button. I am navigate screen 1, I am copying this and I am putting onto the second screen, paste it. And I put it on to the third screen also, paste it. So I inserted, copied this back button and I'm pasting it in all the screen. Come back to the main screen again. Come back to the main screen. Insert, button. This is for editing. So this button is for editing. Production output edit. Navigate. navigate to the screen, edit. That's all. Insert, final one, insert button. This button is for viewing Power BI report. View Power BI reports. Click on this, navigate. To the screen, which screen? That Power BI report screen. So maybe this, they will do a option in near future. As of now, you have to create like this. I don't know whether you know it. Power BI, they have already added this. Who have attended Power BI advanced session, you will be aware of this. When you go to Power BI, insert button, especially there is a navigator screen which is automatically created in Power BI. When you use Power BI, the page navigator will be automatically created by Power BI. Latest version of Power BI, we have this page navigator. No need for writing a coding, this much of coding. Even this much of coding is also not required. If you are using the Power BI, I think same thing will appear in PowerApps as soon as possible. As soon as possible, you will get it in PowerApp. But as of now, and one more thing, we got it in Power BI, that also you will get it in PowerApp. In PowerApp, I have 5 screens, 6 screens. Which should be your main screen? Which should be your main screen? You have to place the cursor here and you have to publish it. Then this will be your main screen. But whereas in Power BI, we have an option. I have 2 pages. I want the page 2 should be my main screen. When I make a right click, there is an option available in Power BI called as set landing page. So whenever you open, automatically it opens with this page in Power BI. Same thing, it will be activated in PowerApp sooner. As of now, it's not there. Same thing, it will be activated in PowerApp. Okay. So let me try this. Play this button. Click on production output. I click this. It shows me the production output where I can add some production output here. Back. Comes back to the main screen. And production output edit. It goes to my editing screen. Sorry, you have to click on the checkbox. So on the editing screen, you can edit it. Back. Comes back to the main screen. View Power BI report. You can see your Power BI report here. Back. Comes back to the main screen.
How to make this edit screen as user space screen?
Edit screen as the
User space screen.
means
For example,
then separate
people in Chennai only could able to edit.
select the environment according.
Environment.
You have to put an environment. We have row level security in Power BI. Here we don't have it. There is no row level security.
So basically, for example, 100 people have given in request, and whenever a particular guy wants to edit his response, he will click on edit screen. So whenever he clicks on this edit screen, the response, the request which has been given by him only will be visible to him.
As of now, either you create a separate environment or you have to write a coding filter. So see whether you have to check whether he is from Chennai and you have to filter only the Chennai details. Manually you have to do that. There is no mapping as of now.
I mean, if you follow the same procedure, he can able to edit.
He can edit everything. They can edit everything as of now. As of now they can. So before going to the data table, before taking a break, now how do we publish this report? How do we share the report? Maybe that should be our last chapter. Since the data table is not working here, that's why I'm covering this chapter before. Maybe after the tea break, we'll see about the data table. Now this report has to be published so that I can share the report to others. On the right hand side, when I open this Power BI, on the right hand side, you can see there is a button available, publish. two things you have to do. One is you have to publish it, and second thing, that Excel file which is available, this also should be shared because it's not a common folder. So right click, if it is a common folder, okay. If it is not a common folder, you have to share this Excel file also. That Excel file also has to be shared to the common people. Second thing is this has to be published and shared. So let us click on publish. I click on publish here. And what is the app name? So you can give your own name, your own icon also here. If you want to change the name, you can change the icon. You can go to edit details and you can change it. That is your settings. Otherwise, before publishing, change the settings here. Go to the settings, icon, and what is the name of this app? What is the icon? You can use it for this app, background colors, everything you can change it here. Then go to the publish this version. So I click on publish this version. Yes. You can see now nothing has happened. I think the publish successful on the top. I'm getting a message that this publish has happened successfully. This report is published. But how to share this report to others? How can I share the report to others? So after publishing, there is a button available here, share. Click on that share. And you can share it. You can add the people and you can share it. Whether you want to make it as a co-owner or you want to make them just, they can open and they can see. You can go to the copy link. Copy the link for playing the app. They can only play the app. Another link is for editing the app. They are the editor also. You can make them as a editing the app also. So copy the link. Either you can send the link straight away. You can add the people so they will get added. Or copy the link and send a mail. That link you can send it as a mail to someone else also. And how are we going to make them? Whether they are a user or they are a co-owner. Co-owner means whatever you are doing, they can also be a co-owner. So one is copy the link where we can decide whether you can copy the play or edit. Or I'm not going to copy the link straight away. I'm going to add the people here. So you can say whether they are the user or they are the co-owner. User can only view and co-owner can edit it also. And you can add the people. That's it. They will be your co-owners. Or they will be the users here.
Once it is published, where we can see that?
We cannot see it. It's available only on this link. This copy link, this link. And I go that paste link. So this is the link where we have that app. That link you have to open and you can see that link. That link, copied link. You cannot see it as a separate file or anything. The file is this. So one is either you can click on that copy link. There will be a link. Copy link. That link you have to paste in the web browser or any other browsers. Or you can put it on the Outlook and you can send this link to someone else. Yes. So I am putting that link in some other web browser. So I didn't send the. So before copying, you should have published that link. So click on this publish, you should have published, then you have to share the link. This is your first process and this is your second process. So you can write a very big coding and you can do it. Bigger coding is also possible, but unfortunately one day is not sufficient for it. Without writing a coding, we have seen how to make an add screen, how to make an editing screen, how to make a view report. But view the table, that's what we are going to see after the break. We'll change the environment, we'll see after the break. Okay? Clear? Any questions, doubts, queries till now? But as of now, we are using a particular environment. Maybe after the break, we'll change the environment. We add the data table there and we'll check how the data table is working. I think data table will be useful for displaying your report in a table. And we'll see one combo box. I want to display the plant name. If I select the plant location, I should display only the supervisor available in that plant. Combo for a combo. If I select that supervisor, only that supervisor detail has to be displayed in a report based on multi-select. Based on multi-select, how to display the report. That's what we are going to learn in our next session. Next session, that's what we are going to learn. So as of now, we can, I think it's already saved. So I hope we are clear. Right time to take a break. Yes. Shall we? Sir, no. All are passive. All are passive. Okay. So we'll take a break now. After the break, we'll change the environment. We'll use the furthermore other option. If time permits, we'll see how to write a manual also. Time permits. So I'm pausing that video recording. I'll stop the recording. And please come out of your this is, as I told in the morning while creating the admin center. When I go to the admin center, when I start creating, I think unknowingly, last session they have created correctly, this session unknowingly or knowingly they have made this, they have created the environment, new environment under the sandbox. Sandbox is just for a trial. Morning I told you this, and they have created the environment under the sandbox. They should have created in the production, under the production, so that you will have all the rights available in this. So as of now, no other go. You have to use another environment. Please sign on to the another default environment. Your environment or other environment, there will be a production environment. Come out of this environment. Time being, after this, please delete the app also. I don't know what is the reason they asked you to use a separate environment for the training. Maybe, I don't know the exact reason. So let us come back to some other environment. So I'll open some environment now. In this environment, we are going to create a small app. So let us create app from the starting, which we did in the morning. We'll have a practice also. So let us go to create. Please go to the environment and select some other environment. I am selecting my default environment. You can select any environment. I don't know whether we have 2 or 3 environment, except that the environment ILC, that environment, select some other environment. That environment should be under the production. Select that environment. Go to create. Create. What will be my next step is create blank from Canvas app. Canvas app. It should not be from the model driven app. Don't use the model driven app. Don't do that. It should be an Canvas app. Click on the Canvas app. Let us go to responsive. I click on Canvas app and I click on responsive screen now. Now indicate or tell me what could be my first step before connecting the database. I want to connect the database. I will remove all the containers. This container has to be removed. How do we remove the containers? We have created an app, blank app. Click on the container one and go for delete. Select that screen container one and go for delete. Now tell me, how can I add the database? I want the morning database which we have created. I want to add the database here. How can I add the database? Add data. Search from OneDrive or Excel online. Some people OneDrive is working, some people Excel online. I think here everything should work. You can try that. OneDrive. So let me click on that OneDrive. I select that OneDrive. As usual, select the folder. What we did today morning, I am going to do the same thing again. PowerApp. PowerApp sample. And what's the table name? The table name is shift entry. No, this is not it. Sorry, August 2026. Power App exercise. Prod output. That's a table name. Connect. Okay. Table. Have you closed the table? What is the error?
The tables include correctly which tray.
Try. Morning you were selected from Excel online or OneDrive? Then same process. OneDrive, don't try OneDrive business.
Yes,
I am using OneDrive. This is the right one. Is there another exercise? Open the table. Is there a dynamic table? Is the location correct? Sorry? Which location?
Only one file I'm having.
Exact. Very for business. Yeah, it will ask for your key also. Select the second one. Select the production number or production ID. Or we will try one more. Insert it. Sorry, add it.
Add it instead of
Just type Excel.
online Excel.
Excel, you are done.
Excel online.
OneDrive business. OneDrive for business. OneDrive.
No, he told no, there are two ways to do.
Click on it.
Not happening.
Select this. So he's getting a challenge. It will ask you the second one. Select the second one and select the which is a unique key on that. I think production ID or something. Production.
Production ID.
What you use? Go to that data. Excel on. Excel on. Excel on. So online way you OneDrive. Which one? Lot of these. Use the unique columns from Excel. Select this column. You should have got this message immediately. If you are not able to see the message on the top, then you can go here on this left hand side and click on the data, and you can see your table and your connection, which should be available here. Maybe if you are connected through Excel logo will be there. If you are connected through OneDrive logo will be there. Okay, fine. Now what are we going to do? Let me insert a data table now. Go to insert again. Go to insert. You can put a screen title, logos, other things you can try. Go to insert. DA. Oi. What is the problem? The same data you are connected through a same environment. What happened? No, what is the problem? We did it so many times. Even the last session we did it. Yesterday I did it for some other company. I don't know what is the problem here. When I have selected the same environment, some other environment, still I am getting the problem. Not saving this app. First time I am getting this problem. So I create from blank. Why data table is not displayed? Not able to find out the reason. And I didn't connect with any data source. I'm opening the plain app and I'm trying, but still I don't know what is the problem. Oh, it's coming for me. I don't know. When I open some other app, it's getting it. I don't know what is the reason I'm not able to get it. So let me add a new screen. And I open a blank screen. But I am signing into again and I'm using some other app and I opened a blank screen and I go to insert and I go to search box and I can see the data label table is available here. It's available. I will explain what to do, and the multi-combo, I think it should work in anything. So let me try what to be done here. For example, I don't know whether the table is added. Yes, the table is added here. I don't know whether the same table. This is TBL shift entry. So let me go to the insert and I'll go to that data table and I type DATA, data table. It looks like a table. Which table you want to select? I select the table. As usual, how do you do it on your forms? Same process. You can see the fields. So all the columns available in the table will be displayed here. All the column available in the table will be displayed like this. So all the columns in this table is displayed like this here. So instead of a gallery or anything, you can put a table like this. I can put a table like this here. So all the rows available in the table will be displayed here. And you can select the fields. If you want to select, you can rearrange it as we did yesterday or today morning. You can rearrange it, which you want it as first, which you want it as second. If you don't want something, you can remove it also. So it looks like a table with the rows and columns. Instead of showing it as a report, I want to show a table here. So this table, you can use it. Insert, I selected the data table and I inserted the data table. After inserting a data table, as usual, it will ask which is your table name, which is your field name. I selected the field name and which is your fields you want it. What are all the fields you want, it automatically populates that field. I am amazed why we are not getting this option. I am getting it when I open some other app. I am able to get it. I don't know why I am not able to get it here. When I open some other app, when I open some other screen, I am able to get it. But on our app, I don't know why you are not able to get it. Right? So this is very simple to display the values. When I select something, it should display only the details of it. When I select something, it should see only the details. That part we'll explore. So go to PowerApp. No need for using the, no need for using the table. Let us use the gallery itself. I'll use the gallery. So let us use a gallery now. I think gallery will work in all the systems. So let us go to insert and I'll go to the gallery, the vertical gallery. Let me click on the gallery. You can put a search box and search it, or you can put some other and you can search it also. Gallery. Before that I didn't add that, I removed that table. So I have to connect once again the table. Sorry, I will connect the table again. OneDrive. PowerApps. August 26. Select the table. Okay. I hope you should have already connected it, and I inserted the gallery now. Inside the gallery, I want to go to the fields. Click on the fields, and I'll change the layout. Under layout, I am removing the image and title. I removed that. I don't want the image. I don't want the image. I want only title and subtitle. So I have inserted the title and the subtitle here. Title and subtitle. Let me go to the fields. What is the table? The table is already selected here. Fields. What are the fields? What are all the fields I want? It is I want the plant location and I want the production ID to be displayed here. Plant location and production ID. Can I add more here? Can I add more? I want the plant. You can make this as vertical. You can make this as horizontal gallery also. Horizontal gallery also can be done. Vertical gallery also can be done. Can I add one more also? Can I add a text box inside it? I want to display the mission code. I want to display other things. That also we can do. But before that, let me add a combo box, drop down box. Go to insert. Go to the drop down. Go to insert and I select drop down, and I think this part you know it, drop down. Inside the drop down, I want to display the unique values of the city names, that is plant location. So let us delete the drop down sample and I say distinct, open bracket, the source is that production output, comma, plant location. Distinct output, distinct, open bracket, the production output and the plant location, close bracket. So here all the plant locations are displayed. Now what are we going to do is, this combo box is used for displaying the plant name. I want to display one more combo, one more drop down. That means when I run the form and when I select Pune on another drop down, it should display only the shift supervisor belongs to Pune. If I select Chennai, it should show only the shift supervisor belongs to Chennai. So it should show only that shift details here, that shift supervisor details. Based on the location, I want to populate one more combo box here. One more combo. Suppose if I select a particular city, I want only the customer from that city. So particular plant, I want only the product from the particular plant. Multi-combo. So let us insert one more combo here. We already inserted a combo. Inside the combo, we said distinct plant output, plant location. Now let us add another combo here. Insert, drop down. I click on the drop down. In this drop down, what I want is whatever I think, let us remember the name of this. This is drop down 1, this is drop down 2. So go to the items and delete this. I delete this item here. I think whatever I selected here, based on that, it should give only the output based on this. Could you tell me what is the function? I think we used this function in the last session. Based on whatever I select, it should filter only the details of this here. So what is the function? Filter. So sorry. So let us say filter, open bracket, table name. What is my table name? My table name is prod output, comma. What is the condition? Plant location is equal to drop down 1 dot.
Selected dot value.
Very good. Selected dot value. But still it's not over. Selected dot value. But unfortunately it is showing some other things here. When I selected Pune, it's showing some other. I don't want it. What I want is when I select Pune, it should show only the shift supervisor belongs to that Pune location. When I select Noida, it should show only the details of Noida here. Based on the first combo, second combo should have generated. Based on the first combo, I want it here. When I click here on this drop down, I am getting the mission names here, mission code. When I select Pune, it is showing I will run the. When I select Pune, when I select Noida, based on that, the mission name is displaying, which I don't want. Chennai means it shows only the details. Here I want the shift supervisor name to be displayed. Shift supervisor. And the shift supervisor name should not be repeated multiple times. So what we do is, already we did a filter. Before the filter, add the function called as distinct. Before the filter. You should have added the function before the filter. The function name is distinct. Open bracket. Before the filter, distinct, open bracket, come to the last, comma, shift to supervisor. So first we did the filtering. What filtering? Based on the plant, whatever you are selecting, I filtered. But before the filtering, go to the distinct, come to the last, comma, shift to supervisor. So now what will happen is, when I run the form, if I select Pune, you can see it shows only the shift supervisor belongs to Pune. If I select Noida, it shows only the shift supervisor available in Noida. So if I select Chennai, it should show only the details of Chennai. Okay. So based on whatever the first combo, the second combo is getting populated. Based on the first combo, second combo is getting populated. And we see one small search box here. Yes. Yes. First put the filter, then I add the distinct before that filter. Done. Yes. Now, for example, we'll see the last one more thing, maybe the text box searching. Manually means you have to write a very big coding of patch. There is something called as patch where we have to write a very big code. Done. Now, for example, here under this gallery, I'll go to the fields. Under the gallery, I'll go to the fields and I selected the plant location and I'm going to bring the machine code also here. I have got the plant location and I got the machine code here. Just for the display purpose, I got the plant location, I got the machine code. Can I add one more text box inside it? Yes, we can add. We'll see how to add this text box. How to bring the text box here, one more text box. We'll see, we can add one more text box also inside it. For example, I had this gallery, inside a gallery, and I gone to the fields. Under fields, I have selected the plant location, I selected the machine code. And I want the production ID to be displayed. I want the Shift supervisor name also to be displayed here. Yes, we can display it here. Insert text input. Go to the insert text input and put the text input. Insert the, you have to select it and you have to put the text input inside the gallery. Inside the gallery or inside this gallery area, you have to put the text input. The text input should be inside the gallery. Select some gallery. Inside the gallery, you have to put the text box. Maybe somewhere else here. I'm putting the text box on the right side, left side. The text input should be inside the gallery. Select the gallery, put it inside or cut it and paste it inside. Put it inside or cut it and paste it inside. Here, what I want to display is, one is I have got the machine code, another one is I got the plant name. Here, I want the shift supervisor name to be displayed, or I want the production ID to be displayed. So what you do is, on this top, when I click this, you can see text, it shows this item dot machine code, same like this text box. Click on the text box and make it as text, or you can make it as default also, default, and I remove this, I delete it. This item dot, what do you want? The machine code. This item, sorry, not machine code. This item dot production ID. Whatever you want. So like this, you can add multiple items also here. You can add some multiple items. Shift supervisor name, machine code, whatever. You can insert a text box. The text box should be inside the gallery. After inserting the gallery, what I did is I selected the box and I gone to the default and I typed this message, this item dot production ID. Now I am getting 3 things inside this gallery. 3 things. So I am getting 3 things now. Let me increase the height. This item dot production. Select the text box. Go to the default. This
item formula is not.
No, I have gone to the default. You have inserted text box or text label. It's not part of your gallery. This is not part of your gallery. Cut it. Cut it. You should have got repeated. It is limited. Then click. Then go. This item dot which you want. Production shift is Is it a part of your gallery? The text was repeated multiple times. Select the text input. This is your text input. Go here. This item. No. Very good. Meaning one on the side. Cut it, control it. Select text box. Input. Select the text box. Now, cut it and paste it. Connect it. So this is your part of the work. You can move wherever you want. So we talk. Move it. down dot. What is the field you want? Okay. Sorry. Now let me put a text box here. I want to display, when I play this button and I want to display, I don't type the full name of my machine code. If I type the first 3 or 4 letters, for example, automated, AU, it should show all the details of the automated here. If I select HY, it should show all the details of this hydraulics here. So when I type something in the text box, searching, I want to search something. Go to, don't place it inside the gallery, place cursor somewhere else outside, place the gallery somewhere else outside, go to insert, text label, text input, insert text input. I place the text input somewhere else here. What is the name of the text input? It's text input 2. Insert a text input and I place the text input somewhere else here. Now I select the gallery. Whatever I type it, maybe I'll type only the first 2 or 3 letters, or if I type Pune, it should display only the details of Pune. That already we did it. If I type Pune, that is a filter. Filter. What if I type that, map that text box? I don't want that. What I want is first 3 or 4 letters. When I type 3 or 4 letters, it should display the details of it. So the text box name is text input 2. Please remember the name of this text box. Select the gallery now. This we should have did it in a table. Actually, we should have did it in a table. Since the table is not working, that's why I'm doing it in the gallery. Select this and go to the items. It says prod output. I'll delete that prod output now. Sorry. So here, what is your function? The function is filter, open bracket, table name, comma, table name, comma. It should be the starting letter. It should be the starting letter, not the whole text. It should be the starting letter. So if you want the whole name, then we can say the machine code equal to this, but it's not the whole letter. There is something called as starts with. Starts with. Starts with. Starts with. Open bracket. What is the text? Start with. What is the text? The text is the text input dot text. Correct. Sorry. Open bracket starts with machine code. Sorry, machine code I didn't select. Comma. Text input dot text. So whatever I type, the starting letter, based on the starting letter, it should display only that machine code here. Based on the starting letter, whichever I don't know the entire employee name, entire customer name. I know only the first 3 or 4 letters. Starts with, ends with, in, having. There are so many other features. So I used this function. I have to close one more bracket. I think bracket is closed. Why there is a red? Filter, production output starts with machine code, comma, text output dot text. I'm putting a close bracket. Starts with, correct? Why the Starts with, it's giving an error. Two bracket has to be closed, correct only. Let me try. I run the form. So let me type something. HYD. I think we are doing it right. Start with plant location, everything is correct. I don't know why I am getting this error. Let me try with the simple one, then I will try. Filter, production output, maybe I will try with the plant location itself. The plant location is equal to text input 2 dot text. When I run the form, whatever you type, Pune, so it's displaying the details of Pune. If I type Chennai, it is displaying the details of Chennai. Same thing I want to do it with the starts with. That's all. I want to do it with starts with. We can use one more function also. There is another function also, search. Start with, I am getting an error. Filter. Starts with, open bracket. The text is plant location, maybe plant location is my text. Comma. Text input 2 dot text. Close bracket, close bracket. Sorry, instead of plant location, I should have used machine code.
Working.
Yeah, it should work. I think I have selected a wrong text input. Text input 2. Okay, if I run the form, instead of Chennai, I'll go here and I type it as AU. So what are all the product names starting with AU? That will be displayed here. If we type HY, what are all the products starting with HY? That is displayed here. So based on whatever I type, engine, EN, all the engine will be displayed here. So like a search box, you can create a search box. You can use a combo box, you can use the option button, you can use a search box also. I don't know. Earlier I selected the wrong input box, that's a problem. Now I selected the right input box. Filter, a table name, comma, starts with, ends with, in. It can be in between character also. There is something called as in, IN. You can use IN also. You can use ends with. So starts with mission code, comma, the text input, that input box. Whatever you are typing in this text input box, based on that it should display only the text. Actually, I have to teach further more option like searching. We didn't see about the date pickers. There is something called as date pickers. Images. So you didn't get that images. So there is something called as date picker. When you insert a date picker, which is like a calendar, when you run this, so you can see a date can be selected like this. This date can be stored on your databases. That are all the things actually we should have tried. And I want to connect as of now. From the morning, we have connected only the Excel table. Go to add data. And you can connect your SharePoint also. Click on that SharePoint. Where is your SharePoint link? You can select the SharePoint. If you have some table in the SharePoint or you have the SharePoint link, you can copy and paste that link also. Suppose I have a SharePoint link, I can copy and paste that SharePoint link also here. If you have the table in SharePoint. So I have some table in my SharePoint. That SharePoint table also we can bring it here. So if you have the SharePoint, I think you should be having a SharePoint here. So you can open that SharePoint and you can create a link in the SharePoint. I hope you know how to create a table in the SharePoint. So you can bring your SharePoint table, and if you click on connect, that SharePoint table also with how we connected the Excel table, same like I have connected that SharePoint table also here. This table is coming from the SharePoint actually. Maybe your company name, you should be having a SharePoint, correct? What is your SharePoint link? Any idea? I don't know what is your SharePoint. Maybe your company name.sharepoint.com. Your company name.sharepoint.com. If you go to that SharePoint, it will open a web browser like this, where you can say new. Under new, you have to create a list, new list. There will be a new button. You can create a new list here. New list. How you created the table in Excel, you can create a table in your SharePoint also live. SharePoint is more secured compared to Excel. Maybe tomorrow on Power Automate, we'll do that. Day after tomorrow, not tomorrow. So when you go to the list, we can create our own list here. Like a table, you can create our own list. This list you can bring it to list, where we can create a list like a table. We can create a table and we can bring this table also onto your PowerApps. So I had a table. This employee approval only, I got it there. This employee approval table only, I got it there in my PowerApps. Add. If you know this link, I don't know how to go about this link. Copy the link, go to Power App, add data, search, SharePoint, and you can connect and you can copy and paste that link also. If you know that link, you can copy and paste that link. You can copy and paste that link also here. So you can copy and paste that link and you can connect it. That SharePoint link you can copy and paste and you can connect your SharePoint link also here. That link will be embedded here. So most of the SharePoint link will be like this. Your company name .sharepoint.com. I don't know how it is. Daimler.sharepoint.com or DACV.sharepoint.com. You have to know your SharePoint link. Even I don't know your SharePoint link. Any idea what is your SharePoint link? No idea.
In this particular year, first January,
No one has used your SharePoint. Huh? Who is your SharePoint manager?
Modeling, variant description. So
You are only keeping that SharePoint.
variant code everything.
I think he is pasting your SharePoint link. You don't have. Then you can use only Excel. When you go to the SharePoint list, you should get this new button. If you click on new button, you can create a list. That list you can use it as your data. If we have more time, we should have spent more time on this also. So like this, try to connect any data source to your Power App. So when you go to that add data, almost all the important connectors are available here. Excel, OneDrive, OneNote, Outlook, Power BI, SharePoint, SQL. So many connectors are available. Standard approval is Power Automate, which we are going to see later. So almost all the important connectors in the world is available. Try to use the other connectors, but most probably used is Excel and SharePoint. So you have to use Excel and SharePoint. First connect the data, then create your forms. I think he has shared the link. Is it blocked by everyone? Or? You also don't have you have an access. Oh, you have created. So you have that. Normally what you do, you have to create, you have to ask for access.
So in the teams, you can teams.
Yeah, we can create.
No. Can you show your screen? So
SharePoint. Yes, sir. What are the SharePoint available with you? It's available. I think I connected to the client source file.
oh, you cannot open the SharePoint straight away. Normally you should open the SharePoint straight away. You are able to access the SharePoint.
Text box.
Participants, please complete your post assessment.
and also the feedback session for the training session, and also ISC setting. And one more is Excel we have shared, that how to you are going to implement synthetic what you have. Okay, you can whenever you are free you can fill that Excel. Okay, but you can finish the feedback, ISC feedback, and also the post assessment. Please, okay. Hope it is already triggered in the not in the Teams.
Table name. Starts with open bracket, mission code, search bar, comma, text box name, text input, text bar, text bar,
This one on the computer.
Teams. I think you would have got three. You got to fill three things. What was three? Feedback.
Post assessment.
What is it?
It's a sheet. That one, when we are getting free, that can be filled, but
No, you told me.
no, ILC feedback, post assessment, then training.
No, she's saying one more.
No, that is commitment card, how we are going to implement this training.
You should not fill it now.
We can. No, I need to think whether how.
Okay. Can I stop the video recording?